On this channel, we always value a second opinion. Obviously, I have my own personal favorite fragrances I recommend to you guys, but I've decided to start this new series where I interview subscribers of this channel, especially people in our own private group, the Atrium of Scent, which we've recently announced that all monthly subscriptions and proceeds from that subscription will go to charity. It'll go to the Rainforest Alliance. 100% of that money goes to the Rainforest Alliance to protect nature, which perfumery obviously relies upon and is linked in that way. I have asked one of our members, Luke, to share with us his top 5 best or favorite fragrances of all time. There's a mix of both designer and niche here, and there's some fragrances here that I don't discuss myself, so I think this is a nice, fresh take on some fragrances for you guys that may have not heard of these and maybe want to check these out. I think Luke has fantastic taste in general, and it should be exciting to check out his choices. Let's get into it. Class is in session. Luke, welcome to the first episode of this new series where we're getting second opinions of members of the community. You're in our Atrium little special group we have, so welcome, thank you for being here. Do you want to tell the audience a tiny bit about yourself?
I started collecting fragrances at around the age of 16, 17, so it was quite late into my being around. So, and ever since I've sort of just walked past the perfume shop in the town, like town centres and stuff, I'd go, God, that smells so nice. And it'd be the one of the things I thought, I'd start investing myself into it. And it was sort of late 2017 where I'd go, that's it, I'm getting into it now.
Nice. So you appreciate the smell more than the average person?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Nice. I think everyone can relate to that. Shall we get into your top 5 fragrances?
We can crack on with that if we have to.
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
At my 5th spot, I'd have Lacoste L1212 French Panache. I can't pronounce the other word, but it's French
Panache, I think, yeah.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. I mean, it's literally like a lavender bomb, and my favourite scent is lavender overall. And it's like it only lasts about 4 to 6 hours, but it's one of them ones that it's very potent in the beginning, so everyone will smell you for the first 2 hours. That's why it's at number 5, because it's not very longevity-wise, so...
Nice, man. Everyone talks about Lacoste White, but you're the only person... I know you brought it up to me in person. I've smelled it once because you brought it up when we had the meetup. And you're right, it is a very nice opening, I agree. So it's one of those fragrances that get you compliments in the first few hours. Now, obviously in the community, all of us appreciate Lacoste White. Lacoste Blanc, I think this just got the hype. It caught on, especially by big influencers like Jeremy, and we've tended to forget the other flankers in this line. And I think Luke is right. The blue bottle, Lacoste Panache, I've only tried it once, in fairness. I've only sprayed it on my wrist, as well as a bunch of other fragrances when I met Luke in person. And I do remember it having a very nice opening. It has a similar performance, I would say, to Lacoste White. And I don't see why we ignore it. I can imagine it. I can definitely remember it. I imagine it being a similar purpose to this. A warm weather fragrance, something you can use for the gym. Very easy, mass appealing, will get you compliments. And it has a nice note breakdown from what I'm seeing on Fragrantica. It looks like it has a nice cardamom opening, which makes sense. Had a very smooth, slightly more sweet opening than Lacoste White. So guys, I think if you're interested in Lacoste, the brand, or if you're a big fan of Lacoste White, also check out Lacoste, the blue bottle Panache, whatever it's called.
Number 4, pretty basic, but this is the one that I first ever bought. So it was Joop Homme. This isn't the first bottle I ever bought. I bought this one like a year back now, so it's got quite a bit of usage out of it. But it's the one that first got me into fragrances. Like I walked past the shop and just be able to smell the vanilla in that straight away, and it's like very powdery and stuff. It's one of the ones that you can easily get compliments. It's very, some people say it's annoying, but to me, it's one of my most complimented ones.
It's underrated as beast mode performance, isn't it? Yeah.
Pretty much lasts all day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I get 14 hours with it, man. This is a classic powerhouse from the 80s. I can see why Luke has a special place in his heart for this fragrance. I think it'll be a lot of guys' first fragrance because it is so cheap and you smell it. You know, if you like sweet fragrances, you'll reach for it. I always describe this scent as a loud cough syrup that is very sweet, beast mode. I mean, this lasts maybe 16 hours on me, which is insane for a $20 fragrance. And it's a room filler. Great performance, absolutely can't deny it. It's not safe necessarily, but at the same time, it kind of is safe to blind buy because it's so cheap. So it may be worth trying, even just to appreciate the classic. And I think it is a nice fragrance more in the air. I think it's a bit cloying as the wearer yourself because you're smelling it all day, but if you really like it, you'll enjoy having it on yourself all day. But I do think this is a fragrance that would get you a lot of compliments when people smell it in the air. I've smelled other guys wearing this in wintertime, outdoors, and it's easy to smell even in that environment. It pierces through anything. You can definitely use this for clubbing as well if you really want to. So I still think, yeah, it's worth checking out, guys.
Number 3, just because it's one of my most versatile ones. It's Hugo Boss Orange, or Hugo Boss Man, whatever it's called now.
Oh yeah.
Or Boss by Hugo. And pretty much it is. They say it's orange in there, but I get more of a powdery note in all the way through this. It's very versatile. It's liked by everyone that I've sprayed it near to, and they've always said, oh, it's really nice. I use it a lot as a gym scent though at the moment.
How long does it last for?
I'd say about 6 to 8 hours.
That's
so it's
pretty
like
good.
in that moderate range. Like I said, it's one of the ones that I could just spray on at any time. It won't be annoying or loud. Just be one to get compliments, keep me like in the middle where not too sticking out. Like, there's nowhere near your Sauvage range of like, you get to smell like
more
someone
classy in its projection. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I smelled it again when you brought it up, and yeah, it's apple and musky. People are praising Prada L'Homme too much, maybe sleeping on Hugo Boss Orange.
Oh, honestly, try that one.
Try that one, nice. Now, Hugo Boss Orange Man, the bottle with the 6-pack. I think if you do apply it on yourself every day, guys, you may or may not get a 6-pack. Results may vary, but it is a nice fragrance. I smelled it again when I met up with Luke. Had one spray on my wrist, and it seemed like it had decent performance. Good performance, especially for Hugo Boss, which tends to be lacking in that department. It has this apple, musky vibe to it. In the note breakdown, you see incense, so it seems like it's overall more of a masculine, musky apple take on the Hugo Boss DNA. Hugo Boss bottled is apple musky, but it's more of a sweet apple pie kind of effect. Well, this is more traditionally masculine, and I think it is a nice fragrance, definitely mass appealing. For me, it wasn't mind-blowing, but I think, again, it's something that is worth checking out. It's probably one of the better fragrances in the Hugo Boss brand.
This is quite a new one I got. It was Dior Homme Intense.
Oh, yes, I think most people know this one, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The Irish note in that just does it away, blows it away, basically.
Do you get the chocolatey notes as well?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, it depends who notices it. So sometimes I'll get people saying, oh, that's really nice smell. What is that? And I'll say it's Dior Homme Intense. So they've never heard of it. And I was like, well, you've been living under a rock then.
Yeah. It's one of your most complimented fragrances.
It is one of them, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Dior Homme Intense is a choice that makes sense. It's a classic in the community. I personally actually prefer the more balanced original Dior Homme, the one from 2011, which is now known as Dior Homme Original on their website. But Dior Homme Intense is probably one of the most massively crafted iris fragrances that has this cocoa powder allure to it also. It is a very elegant man's romantic fragrance. If you dress sharply, but you're also romantic, have a soft side to you, this is definitely a head turner. This is quality in the bottle, and I think it represents a time in Dior's life cycle when they were more creative and less synthetic and Broxen focused from the success of Sauvage. I think this is a masterpiece. It's not necessarily my personal style. It's not one of my own personal favorites, but I still respect how massively crafted, how smooth this smells, guys. It is definitely a masterpiece. And this is your number one now, is it?
It is indeed.
Oh, this is intense now. Let's see what it is.
It's pretty obvious. I mean, everyone's going to think it's Leighton, but it's actually Kilian Angel's Share.
No, that is not obvious. I was not expecting that.
I absolutely love this one. I mean, during the last couple of weeks when it's been freezing cold, this has like stuck out like a sore thumb pretty much, where it's been like loud it's not really loud projecting, but it stands out for everyone in the cold weather the most.
It pierces through the cold temperatures.
Literally, it is unreal. I've got so many compliments at work from this saying, "What are you wearing?" I went, "Oh, I can't say, it's a secret."
Yeah, that's a good idea, bro.
They know what they're wearing.
Only for the fragrance community, no one else.
But like, it's definitely worth the hype it got. And for the price you pay for it, I'd say it is 100% worth it.
I completely agree, man. I think it's definitely worth that niche price tag. This is why I said Luke has fantastic taste. Angel's Share by Kilian is definitely one of the best fragrances from the previous year. It just blew everyone away. It became so popular and hyped in the community straight away. and for good reason. I think it's the best fragrance by Kilian at the moment. It has this very nice gourmand, boozy notes with praline, chocolatey notes in there. So it's very smooth, creamy booziness. But it's not going to be overcloying from those sweet notes. It's so nicely balanced. It smells so expensive. Lucas told me he gets so many compliments with it, and I can see exactly why. It smells like one of the most expensive fragrances you'll ever spray on yourself. It is pricey, but it's, I think, easily worth the price, actually. So I definitely think everyone should go to a fancy department store wherever you are in the world and try it out if you can, or order a sample online. Luke, thank you for showing us your top 5 fragrances. I've had a lot of fun discussing these. Do you have anything to tell our 43,000 strong community?
Look good, smell great. So,
look good, smell even better.
There we go. That's all I can really say. Like and subscribe to Spoil of Scent, 100%.
Oh, what a legend. Thank you for that. Do you want to give your best class dismissed that you have in you?
Or do you want the Jeremy spin as well? Or?
No, we don't spin on this channel, man. You know that. We keep it educational here.
Class dismissed.